Good morning, Earthlings. Please welcome to the field, Indiana lead MC, Danny Blau!
Good morning, everybody! How are you guys doing out there today? All right, welcome to the 2019 First Robotics Competition and this year's challenge, Destination Deep Space, presented by the Boeing Company. This year's challenge celebrates the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 lunar exploration and looks to the future of exploration as teams compete here on planet Primus. As part of FIRST, you are showing the world what is possible when we dream big and work together. And like the space race of 50 years ago, FIRST offers the same dynamic combination of incredible resources, technology, information, mentorship, and individual resourcefulness of FIRST participants. It is exciting to think about the impact that so many of you will make in our world over the next 50 years, and your generation who will lead the world into its next chapter here on Earth and beyond. We've got some great teams competing this weekend, many veteran teams, and some rookies. So let's put a hand together for our rookie teams. Welcome, rookie teams. Before we get to match play, let's hear from FIRST founder Dean Kamen, distinguished advisor Dr. Woody Flowers, and FIRST president Don Bosey. Let's roll the video.
Welcome to Destination Deep Space, presented by the Boeing Company. It's almost time to blast off.
Working with your partners in deep space, you're going to make this another graciously professional event.
FIRST works due to all of your mentors, teachers, parents, sponsors, suppliers, and our terrific event volunteers, including many FIRST alumni.
They've led the way with their dedication, leadership, and talents. So be sure to thank them all for helping you on this fantastic journey.
You continue to impress with your creative design, your teamwork, and your resolve to help FIRST make this a better world.
So a big thanks from FIRST to you.
You really are out of this world.
Continue to think big while having the hardest fun you'll ever have.
And good luck to all. It's time for Destination Deep Space.
Thank you, Dean, Woody, and Don. Before I introduce our first speaker, let's thank the Boeing Company for their season sponsorship. Thank you, Boeing. Boeing is going places at the leading edge of space exploration and doing it with teamwork, much like FIRST. And from Boeing, we have this wonderful video.
Space is a compelling place. You know, I think about what it's going to take to go to Mars someday. It is going to take a team, right, led by NASA's exploration cadre of astronauts and the vehicle that will take them there. And then I look at the Boeing team that has pulled this together. I look at this team and they are second to none.
I work at Boeing at the Florida Space Coast site, supporting the CST-100 program. I'm a stress analysis engineer, so I ensure that the spacecraft has sufficient structural integrity to take it through its missions.
I am a design engineer, so I help design any of the production or ground support hardware that helps lift, move, or integrate any of the rocket parts together for SLS.
I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm in the design visualization group here. We do high-level modeling and simulations.
I'm building a rocket that's going to go back into space, so that's pretty cool.
There is nothing more important than teamwork in what we do here. It takes the best minds and it takes really good, solid communication.
Probably my favorite part of engineering is the creating, the ability to be working on a project and see it go from just a bunch of drawings on paper or a bunch of models in a computer to, as you can see behind me, an entire spacecraft.
So we're just building the foundation for the generations after us to build better rockets, to get to different planets. Maybe they'll make it to Jupiter or any of the other planets.
You can never learn too much. No matter what you're learning, it's always applicable somewhere.
Working on one of the first commercial crew programs since the retirement of the shuttle is a complete honor and privilege. This is something that we all take a great deal of pride in.
Being part of the team going to Mars, I mean, I get goosebumps every time I think about it.
I've always had a passion for pushing new frontiers in space exploration. Being a part of SLS and of America's space program is a dream come true for me.
This competition is only possible with the support of our local sponsors. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, representing one of those sponsors. Please put your hands together for Paul Letega, Assistant Professor of Engineering at the University of Indianapolis, R.B. Annis School of Engineering. Welcome, Paul.
Welcome. How's everybody doing this morning? Alrighty. So thank you so much for being here. We really love engineering. All right. So I'm Paul Letega from the University of Indianapolis. I'm here with two of my coworkers. Let's see. There's David right here taking the video. David's specialty is in industrial engineering and entrepreneurship, right? And we also have Saranga Durathme over here, right? His specialty is in fluid dynamics. So how do you guys like FIRST? Isn't it an awesome organization? Yes! I am so incredibly jealous of you, all right? So I grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania, and sadly, we did not have FIRST Robotics. So I'm really jealous looking at all of you doing these amazing projects, all right? Of course, what are you guys learning about? Engineering, right? You're also learning about teamwork, all right? Communication skills, business skills, all right? At the University of Indianapolis, it's only about two and a half years old. We approached local organizations and tried to find out what do our companies really need from academics, right? And what they said is we need people who are academically sound, that can talk to people, right? Who are good mentors, all right? So what we try to do at the University of Indianapolis is put that into our curriculum, all right? So just like you are building robots now, at the University of Indianapolis, sophomore, junior, and senior year, you are building actual things with real companies, all right? So you're doing hands-on things, all right? So I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to see all these amazing things happen. The kind of ideas that I am seeing in all these robots are real inspiration to a lot of us. Awesome ideas, keep it going, and I'm really happy to be here, and good luck with the robots.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you to the University of Indianapolis. Next, we have some exciting words from another one of our key sponsors here for the state of Indiana. So I'll just give a brief introduction, and then we have a video from them. Toyota of Indiana has a massive assembly plant down in Evansville. Do we have some Evansville teams in the house? Not quite. All right. They're doing big things both for Indiana First on a statewide level and for the teams in southern Indiana. And they have some exciting news for Toyota of USA coming a little bit later in April. So they have some exciting information coming out about that. But for a little bit more information on why Toyota of Indiana is so excited about the FIRST program and so excited to get to know all of you a little bit more, let's go ahead and take a look at the next video.
What FIRST is really good with is not just focusing on developing these students' technical skills, but developing all their professional skills as well. So a lot of good communication skills that these students are learning. We're seeing a lot of professional development from the standpoint of teamwork and collaboration, you know, having to work with so many different teams from schools that they don't even know. We really like that at Toyota because we have to do the same thing.
We have multiple mentors on the team that work at Toyota that come and help, and our head coach, Lyle Oxley, he works at Toyota.
Just having people that are in the industry. I know the mentors we have now, they're all working in fields that relate to engineering and design and manufacturing. So just having more and more people that are in the industry helping us, it really helps us just keep going, and it helps us teach the new kids that come in whenever people like me being a senior when we leave to go to college.
They can be like, I've done this before, like if you do this, this isn't going to work out because of this and this. They're wiser, they're experienced, yeah.
It really helps a lot because this year a lot of us didn't know how to use any of the equipment. We were all new, so they were able to take us into our shop and show us exactly what we were doing and how to do it without messing up.
As a company in Southwest Indiana, we are dedicated to our community partnerships and partnering with nonprofits, educational institutions to really help build the next generation of our workforce. They're our future leaders, our future team members, and our future community. So we want to educate them and really have them be integrated into our culture.
And now it's time to recognize some of our volunteers down here in front in the blue shirts. These are our judges, led by our judge advisor, Hannah Mae. They will be coming around to talk to you and learn about your team, and we'll learn more about them tomorrow. So judges, thank you for your time and effort. You've got a difficult task with all of these great group of teams. Now, there's another group of volunteers that we'll get to know out here on the playing field. Their job is to ensure fair play, to help you play within the rules of the game, and to help all teams compete like crazy while remembering their gracious professionalism. Remember, their rulings are final, and there will be no video reviews. Please welcome your referees, led by our head referee, Logan Byers. Along with fair competition, safety is a priority at first. We want you to have fun and to be safe at the same time. Please welcome our lead safety advisor, Robert Custer. And our safety advisors, Laura Van Stim and Naomi Claypool. They're over here down in front. Thank you, safety advisors. All right, and now congratulations to Team 5348 Charger Robotics from Cokato, Minnesota, and their terrific award-winning safety animation. Let's check out the safety animation.
There's always a lot to do before a rocket launch, but safety should always be the #1 priority. Always get plenty of sleep. It's important to stay awake and play it safe. Protect your eyes, hands, and feet with the proper attire. Keep your hair tied back and no loose clothes. Always make sure to secure parts before cutting. In case of emergencies, read up on your team's safety procedures, and always power down the robot before working on it. With all the proper precautions taken and the work done, we're ready to blast off.
Speaking of safety here at the event, we'd like to make sure that you and your team have a safety plan. Mentors, please communicate with your team where you will meet in case of evacuation, and note the nearest exits both in the pits and the arena. In the event of an emergency, please listen to announcements in the field area and in the pits for special instructions. In FIRST, you learn a lot: engineering, computer skills, business, interpersonal skills, time management, and grit. Educators and companies recognize that you gain these skills, and they want you. Nearly 200 colleges and universities are making available over $80 million in scholarships specifically for FIRST participants and alumni as part of the FIRST Scholarship Program. And companies are also interested in hiring you for internships and ultimately careers. You can find out about all of these opportunities online to help you continue to achieve the mission of FIRST. Let's hear a little bit about the impact of FIRST after high school. Roll the clip. In first, we have one award which recognizes individual students, the Dean's List Award. Would all of those students who have been nominated by their teams as deans for the Dean's List Award, please stand and be recognized. We wish you all the best of luck in your interviews today. Mentors and coaches, you are critical to the FIRST experience. You're part of the million-strong support system we've built for the students around the world who are realizing their dreams, big or small, and need encouragement to reach for the stars. We know that many of you are also mentors for the other FIRST programs, FIRST LEGO League Junior, FIRST LEGO League, and FIRST Tech Challenge. But here's something new. To help our mentors get started in FIRST LEGO League and FIRST Tech Challenge, there is a program called Jumpstart, which helps prepare new teams for their first competition season by providing up to an additional 4 months of coding and robot building practices. And we have some wonderful information there. You can help the FIRST community grow by sharing this opportunity or starting a team on your own. To learn more about Jumpstart, visit the web address is up there on the screen. The Jumpstart registration is open now and goes through April 15th. All right, so speaking of the other FIRST programs, we will have some FLL junior teams tomorrow, so be sure to check them out. All right, so it's almost time to head to Planet Primus, but before we set the robots loose, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for their national anthem from Meredith Fame from Team 1741.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, though bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, so now without any further ado, let's welcome out to the field our teams for match one. Everybody can start setting up, and we will get this show on the road in just a few minutes.